California City Council meeting has sparked a national conversation after a former NFL player was arrested during an attempted protest over the implementation of a plaque at the Huntington Beach Central Library, a plaque that spelled out MAGA.
MAGA stands for resegregation and racism. MAGA stands for censorship and book bans. MAGA is profoundly corrupt, unmistakably anti-democracy. I will now engage in the time-honored American tradition of peaceful civil disobedience.
Get the heck, get out.
With me now is a man you see in the video, former punter for the Minnesota Vikings, Chris Kluwe. Thank you so much for being here this morning, Chris. Look, the City Council voting to put a plaque that they said was to honor the library's 50-year history that says magical, alluring, galvanizing, adventurous, which of course each capital letter of each word spelled out MAGA, seems to some like a small thing in the scheme of things. Why did you find it so important to protest this so fervently?
Because what's happening in Huntington Beach with our city council is a microcosm of what's happening with the country as a whole. This city council, they do not care about their community. They've consistently shown they don't care about community feedback. They're only in it to get more power for themselves and to push themselves higher into Trump's orbit. They welcome this national attention because for them, it's a way to increase their own personal power. And as a resident of this city, and as someone who loves books and loves reading, it is just beyond the pale what they're trying to do to this library, because the plaque is only the latest in a series of events. They've tried to ban books at the library. They've tried to privatize the library. And it's become very, very clear they do not care what the community wants. They only care about themselves.
I am very familiar with Huntington Beach. It is known for being a politically deep red spot in a mostly blue Southern California. And they have had some policies that have really raised some eyebrows, including the banning of books. You talked about the direct parallels that you see from the darkest times, or at least one of the darkest times in world history, and you believe that we're on that path again. What is that path, you believe?
I believe we're on the path that Nazi Germany went down under Hitler. And I say that as a political science and history major, as someone who has studied history. And the parallels are very, very clear. This administration is trying to erase trans people. This administration is trying to put obedience over duty to the country. This administration is trying to thrust our country into turmoil in order to reap power for themselves. And I think regardless of political affiliation, all of us as Americans should be able to agree, no kings, no tyrants, not now, not ever. I cannot express how disgusting it was to see an official White House account put out a picture of an American president with a crown on his head. That goes against everything this country was founded upon.
Yeah, that's also after Donald Trump posted "Long Live the King" after stopping a policy here in New York. Look, there is this issue. The American public did vote for Donald Trump after all the things he said about being their retribution, about taking revenge, about clearing out the federal government's so-called deep state, as he puts it, and the mass deportations. What do you say to Americans? Say, yep, we voted for him. We did it in large numbers. He won the popular vote for the first time as well, knowing all these things.
I say to them that Hitler was elected too, and there were a lot of very good Germans who believed that Hitler was going to have their best interests in mind. And I think there are a lot of good Americans that think that Trump has their best interests in mind, but I am very confident that what this administration has already shown that Trump does not have their best interests in mind. And I would like for those Americans to not live after all the bodies have dropped and be filled with regret because they failed to do the right thing when it was time to do the right thing.
Are you planning to continue doing these kinds of protests there at Huntington Beach and perhaps beyond?
I plan to keep on showing up to the city council meetings unless they ban me. I don't know if that will be the case or not because our next city council meeting is about a week and a half from now. So we'll see what happens there. I definitely plan on speaking out on the issue because as an American citizen, I care about my country. I want my country to be a place where everyone can have the same advantages that I had, and I have to use my privilege to make that the case.
Chris Kluwe, thank you so much for coming on this morning. Really appreciate you waking up bright and early because I know it's early there in California. Appreciate it.